Hello everyone, this is Andy. I am now currently sitting outside the Odeon near me, and I am going to watch Captain Marvel finally. It's Tuesday, it's Tuesday the 23rd, I think, 23rd, that sounds about right. So we are just literally like days away, and I even think the world premiere is on tonight of Avengers Endgame. Now, I'll talk about leaving this till last minute. This will be my final movie that I need to see before Endgame, and I think, like I said, I said it on the main pod. I owe it to the franchise. Sorry, all the noise. I'm trying to roll a cigarette and get myself ready for the film, because it actually starts in a couple of minutes, but you know, ads and trailers and all that nonsense, I'll be fine. But yeah, like I said before, I think I owe it to Marvel and to the franchise and to myself and to everyone else, especially as a critique that I believe that I am on a podcast of some description. I think I owe it to everyone, myself, Marvel, everyone, to see this and really enjoy Endgame for what it is. Now, that sounds like I'm being slightly negative, like I don't want to watch this. I do, but what actually kind of annoys me is my cinema going time is limited, and I am now subject to having to watch a film that I'm not too bothered about, when I'd rather be going to see a couple of other films that are on there that I'd rather be seeing. But excuse me, but it's one of them. I've got to see it. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. The mixed reviews, I've said this before as well on the pod, that as much as I don't let reviews really jade my opinion of a movie once I've seen it, it can put me off going and seeing it in the first place. I just kind of wait until DVD or something, and that's what this would be. This would be a DVD sit-at-home viewing for me, usually, I think. I'm not invested in the character, but that's part of my problem with Endgame. I don't want to go in and watch Endgame with no frame of reference for who Brie Larson's portrayal of Captain Marvel is in Endgame. I don't want to go into that movie dissecting her performance and her part in this major thing, rather than just enjoying the movie. I don't want to have to be doing that. So that's a good part of going to see this tonight, is when I finally see Endgame at the end of the week. If I get a chance to, if I can get a ticket, then I can just sit back and enjoy and let Avengers do what Avengers do. I don't know. I'm excited for this, but I think I'm more excited for Endgame at the end of the week, and this is kind of a nice little build-up for me in a way. Maybe it's good I've left it until this point, because I've got something to kind of stoke the fire, as it were, when I come out in a couple of hours. I'll try and give my opinion afterwards. It probably doesn't matter too much, but as it's been out a while. But then we do a retro podcast, so I suppose that any news is good news, and any old news is kind of what we do. So I'll give my opinion. I'll give my sort of little rundown about Captain Marvel when I've finished. I'd rather be going to see Shazam, the other Captain Marvel, but never mind. Yeah, see you on the other side.
All right, hey. All right, good job, guys. Let's just not come in tomorrow. Let's just take a day.
Right, hello everyone, I'm back. I am just got out of Captain Marvel. God, I'm old. It's like 10:10, and the last obviously stayed for the credits, and I started nodding off. But that's no slight on the film, because the film was really good fun. More than I expected, actually. It's a bit cold in there. It was a lot better than I expected. A lot more enjoyable than I expected. Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, she was cool. The thing that jumped out more to me than anything, actually, was the score, though. Really enjoyed the music for it. It's just those nice little beats and the synth work, really reminiscent of Thor Ragnarok's soundtrack. There's a few hints of Guardians in there. I'm really liking this cosmic Marvel thing that they're doing, and I can't wait for the next part of whatever this brings. I thought what Brie Larson had to work with there, really good solid performance for a solo outing. It's probably, in retrospect, probably one of my favourite origin stories there is, because it just cuts straight to the chase. Man, I'm looking forward to Endgame now. That's it, I'm done them all. So I'm ready to watch it this weekend. What time to be alive that we get this Marvel Cinematic Universe. 11 years. And people talk about Star Wars fatigue and say that there's too many Star Wars films. Well, we've had 8 in 40 years. 9, 10, whatever it is, but we've had it in 40 years. What was this? Number 23 of the Marvel movies in 11. And I hit fatigue with them just before Guardians and around the time of Thor Ragnarok and that. And since something happened, I think I spoke about it on the podcast before, about watching those films, everything changed. And I don't know if it's this change in tone and direction away from the more grounded in reality Earth's mightiest heroes, into this galaxy sci-fi opera that we're getting lately. I mean, it is just beautiful to look at. It's a wonder to behold. More about the movie. Yeah, Samuel Jackson. That's CGI. Jeez, I can't fault it. I cannot see a fault with Samuel Jackson. Coulson's, there was a couple of times at the start of the movie when he was, spoilers, Cree, that it didn't really, I don't know, there was something looked amiss, but then maybe that was part of the point. But Samuel Jackson's, I mean, maybe they spent more money on him just because he's in the film more. It is just outstanding to look at this. It's not even the uncanny valley or anything, it's just a young Samuel Jackson on screen, and I can't get my head around that. It's bizarre. I mean, if I didn't know who it was, you would never even question it. Not that anyone on this green earth would not know who Samuel Jackson is. And Ben Mendelsohn. Now, I know Rob over at TSW absolutely adores this guy, and to be fair, so do I. I think as Krennic, he was great. Unfortunately, Ready Player One, a lot of you know my thoughts on that anyway, so I can't really comment on his performance as Nolan Sorrento, as that's not Nolan Sorrento. Although that's probably the closest they got to anything in the book, but I digress. Ben Mendelsohn has always played that similar role. The snarky, slimy leader, it's like either businessman, leader, CEO type of role, that 80s yuppie with a Firefax. He did work perfect in that sort of role. But this was something else for him, and it was so cool to see. I love the way they went with the story of the Kree and the Skrulls, and the Flurkin was cool, Goose. It just really surprised me, to be honest. I don't know if maybe it is all the negativity that surrounded it. And the other thing as well was the soundtrack music, the 90s, rebel girl kind of music, the garbage and all of that. I've heard a couple of people say that it was used and it was a bit garish and in your face at the, this moment that was blah, yeah. Honestly, like, it just worked. I don't see the problem with that. It's a bizarre thing to pick up on and have an issue with, unless it just really didn't work, But they were good songs. They fit the era. They fit the sort of the feel, and as well who Carol Danvers was before she was, Veers or Captain Marvel, whatever you want to call her. At this point, I thought it fit her sort of persona as this pilot. So yeah, I didn't really get people's sort of misgivings with that. I thought the music was great by great bands and they're classic songs, so more power to it. But anyway, I could go on all night about this. I'm very tired. I'm sitting here and it's actually, believe it or not, it says 14 degrees, but it's not. It's very cold. So yeah, Friday, maybe, hopefully Endgame. I know Adam's got his tickets. I know Jeremy can't see it this weekend. So poor him. But yeah, everyone, please go and enjoy Endgame this week. Who's going to see it? Don't be a douchebag. Don't spoil it. I do what the Russos have asked us to do. This is 11 years of storytelling, and for some people it's very, very important. I'd be truly disappointed if somebody told me the ending or told me some big spoilers about Endgame. And, I know that we're in safe company here at Retro Inc. in our Facebook group that most people would give, or everyone I'd hope would, look after each other, got each other's backs, and use a slight, some decorum when we're talking about this and when we're trying to digest this over the next sort of week or so, because, life gets in the way as much as this is all important to us. Some of us might not be able to get there straight away. I mean, I am going to make any opportunity over the weekend where I can get a ticket and I can get the time, I'm going to go see it. And I hope you all the best in your journeys to try and do so, unless you've already got a ticket, which is good luck and enjoy. But don't spoil it. Go and enjoy it. And send us your thoughts. Contact at retroinkpodcast.co.uk. Send it to us via Facebook in the group. Just DM us or something. And yeah. See you later.